G'day everyone, and welcome back to another Ross Reviews, where today we're going to be covering what it actually costs to own an F6 Typhoon and just maintain it. Regos, insurances, servicing, you name it, we're going to cover it, and we're also going to go over every penny, every receipt that I've spent on this build up to date. And RIP my bank account, this one is going to hurt, so make sure you stick around and let's get into it. Now let's just start this video off with price, because to get in an F6 like this now, look, you're talking like 30 grand at the minimum. And a couple of years ago, you probably were looking at about half that. So they really have exploded to kind of crazy levels. And honestly, I don't think they're coming back down anytime soon. It is kind of unfortunate for the younger generation, because I do feel for you guys quite a bit. Because if you want to get into cars like this, anything Aussie, anything V8, anything a turbo, it really is going to cost you a huge amount of dollars, and you're most likely going to have to finance. Now this actually brings us to our sponsor for today's video, Driver. Driver is a simple, fast online finance business, and if you guys are after finance, make sure you check these guys out, because they really are making waves, and they do make it a lot simpler than going in and actually having to check everything. They're 100% online, and you can get pre-approval for your car loan in under 60 seconds from over 30 lenders. There's no impact on your credit score, which is a big bonus, and these guys have a huge customer satisfaction rating. It's a 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot. So really take your time, have a look at these guys, Driver, because they're really making it simple. They're giving you a lot of options on the table, and it's just a fast, no impact, simple way to get your car financed. So a huge thank you to Driver for being today's sponsor for this video. Make sure you click the link in the description below to check them out. Thanks again, Driver. Let's get back into this video. Now, some of you guys will know this story, because I traded my old BA XR8 Ute for this F6 Typhoon. And I paid $7,500 for that XR8. I had it for about a year. Traded it to a guy who gave me this F6 Typhoon plus 2 grand. So all up, I'm in for about $9,500 for this F6 when I'd first bought it. But if you guys had followed the channel, this thing was in some pretty rough shape. And yeah, I've spent quite a bit more than that on this thing already. So we will break that down in a minute. What it costs to actually own one of these cars, look, insurance, this thing is valued now at just over 30 grand insurance-wise. They know about all the modifications and that, so it cost me about $90 a month just to insure this thing, and that is with Shannon's on pretty much a weekend driving plan. So I only take it out a couple of times a week. They know that, so that does keep the price a little bit lower. Again, I am over 25, guys, so that is going to make it a little bit lower again. Really just depends on who you are, your driving record, where you store it. But yeah, in general, for one of these cars, if it's in pretty decent nick, I'm going to say you're going to be looking around that like $80 to $100 a month probably to insure one of these. Now, in terms of rego costs, this is a big car. And in WA, you're going to be looking just over $800 to keep this thing on the road every year. And it is a lot of money, but you know, it's a price you got to pay. I'm not sure what these things would cost in other states. Could be cheaper, could be more. But yeah, here in WA, it's about $800, just over. Now, servicing these things, look, they're actually not that complicated. You know, if you're gonna do an oil change or something, it is very basic, very cheap. It's probably about 50 bucks for oil. You know, $15, $20 for your filter. Very easy to do yourself. The only thing that is kind of expensive is the ZF. And if you're going to service the ZF gearbox, because it is a little bit complicated, and I would recommend not doing it yourself, because there are things like the temperature of the box, you know, the temperature of the oil. There is actually some funny things that you got to do with it. So I would definitely make sure you take it to a good shop that knows what they're doing. I go to Rob at Monster Torque, and it costs about $500 to do a gearbox service on this car. It's not particularly cheap, but you want to make sure these ZF boxes are getting done properly and right, because yeah, you got to stay on top of them in terms of their trans coolers especially. And yeah, just in general, you want to keep that box healthy, running right. Make sure you service it on time because the ZF is not a cheap gearbox to get rebuilt. Really, apart from that, though, these things are, there's not really a whole lot of things you got to worry about. I mean, engine-wise, mate, these things are a taxi engine on steroids, so it's going to be sweet. You know, change your oil. I like to do it every 5,000 Ks, but, you know, you can do it every 10,000 if you want. It's cheap to maintain, relatively. Now, apart from that, there really isn't much else to cover except the build itself. So let's just go over. I've got a bit of a list here of everything I've basically spent on this car. So this one might kind of break my heart a little bit, but yeah, let's get into it. So straight away, I did buy 19-inch twist wheels for this car because, yeah, I've just always loved the way they look. I never want to get rid of them. I absolutely love them. These particular ones are in immaculate condition as well. So I paid $1,100 for these. Got a pretty damn good price on them. You know, I did sell my Argent, so I had dark Argents on this car when I picked it up. I got $900 for them, so it only kind of really did cost me a couple $100, so that wasn't too bad. I did get a 4-inch dump with a 3.5-inch exhaust. X-Force, full system. It's actually not that loud, but I kind of like that it's not too loud because it does let me hear that turbo a little bit more and kind of keeps the cops away, so I don't really have to stress out very much, which is another nice one. That ended up costing me about $1,200 because I did get a little bit of a discount from Empire Performance, so a thank you to them. We also did pick up a Process West intercooler kit. That one definitely hurt the bank. That was a $2,000 part I had to buy. So yeah, we got the intercooler, all the piping and stuff. Yeah, that one definitely hurt, but you're going to need it. I love the way it looks in there now. I went and did my diff bushes. So I had Super Pro diff bushes put in. We also did the rear control blades with the Super Pros. So I ended up buying the parts for that and then getting them fitted at a DIY garage here in Perth. In total, I believe it cost me roughly around $1,500. Definitely isn't that cheap, but I did go with Super Pro over the nylon stuff just because I did hear better things. I did get an Ants Performance cold air intake off eBay, $500. I do feel like they're a little bit pricey, but I like the way it looks in there. Definitely sounds a hell of a lot better as well. BC Racing coilovers. So that one definitely hurt the bank. These are a very good coilover, but they ain't cheap. $3,000 for that. And yeah, I love the way this thing sits now. It definitely handles like a go-kart now, but yeah, that cost quite a bit of money. We did get the gearbox, like I was mentioning earlier, fully serviced from Rob at Monster Torque, and then we did also fit a factory retune on this gearbox also because we were having some major issues with this gearbox because it was rebuilt just before I picked it up, and it definitely was not shifting correctly. So we did send that over to Rob. He worked his magic on it. That set me back about $600. We got the front bumper recently resprayed, so this looks so much nicer. So a huge thank you to Tiarna for doing that. Yeah, if you guys need any spray work done, hit her up. I'll actually leave a link for her in the description below because, yeah, she did a banging job. And I'm going to have to get the roof done as well very soon. That set me back $550. I actually thought that was a pretty good price. We did get crow cams put in this car. We also did get ARP head studs. You know, if you're going to buy that on eBay, you're looking at about $1,100 for those. That's, yeah, on a good day. And that was actually very, very thankfully given to me for free by a subscriber. So he knows who he is. Huge thank you to him. I'm not going to name names, but yeah, wow. Was very, very thank you. We also did get a black roof lining we put in this car. So totally changes the game. Just looks absolutely beautiful in here. That would have been probably at least $500. And again, we did get that for free from another subscriber. So a huge thank you to him as well. and he even helped me put it in. What a legend. So thanks to him again. We did get a new radiator. So we got a genuine F6 radiator from Ford. That set me back about $220 because I did get a Ford discount. Thank you again to the subscriber who works at Ford who helped me get that. We went and got a fuel pump. So we got a bigger fuel pump in here. That was about $220. I did also get a bonnet release, which finally is installed. And that works now. So that set me back, I believe, $50 off eBay. 6 genuine spark plugs from Ford, $120. We did get bonnet struts on this as well. Hey, I'm going over everything here, guys. That set me back about $15. Huge thanks to my mate who bought that for me when I first bought the car. Yeah, they're working beautifully now. We did get front brake pads, so I put those in myself. I got them off eBay. I think they cost me about $80. Not too bad. And then we're going to get into the tune here. So actually, we do have one other one. I just literally got the bill because I just got that done today. Fit and supply of the shifter link. So the shifter link had gone on me. Like the first time I took it to the track, the shifter link fell off. Couple of tie straps. How you going? Finally got it sorted. $75. Also got the ball joint fitted on the front. I believe it was the front left because it was absolutely shockingly bad. And now it drives like a new car. There's no more rattling. So much smoother. I'm really happy. $180. So I should have done that a long time ago. That wasn't even that expensive. But here we go. Yeah, this is a two pages. Yeah, this wasn't cheap, guys. But I'm going over the invoice of the tune. So again, this was done from Monster Torque, and a huge thank you to Rob because I know he did actually help me out on this a little bit also, giving me a bit of a discount. And guys, if you think this costs a lot of money, it's worth it because good work is not cheap and cheap work is not good. So yeah, don't worry about the price, guys, because if you're going to do one of these cars properly, go to Rob. All the cars I review that are Barras, he's the man. So, yeah, if it sounds expensive, it's because it's good quality work. So let's get into this. This ended up costing quite a bit of money, I'm not going to lie, but this car drives amazingly. I can't wait to really show you guys how well this drives now because it's night and day different. So we did fit the multi-tune on this car. So we've got valet mode, we've got a low boost, we've got a middle boost, and we have a high boost setting, which we can control on the fly through the steering wheel controls here. And I'm going to tell you guys, if you're going to tune your car, make sure you get it because it is 100% worth it. I'm running this car currently always in middle boost because I feel like it just drives a lot nicer, a lot smoother, and I don't want to be in high boost all the time. So if I was only in high boost 24/7, I think I would kind of get over it and kind of bored of it. So I'm glad I actually did that. That was going to set you back though, almost $1,400. So it was PCM Tech. It is PCM Tech, stuff. It is not cheap, but highly recommend it, guys. We did also get 1000cc injectors in this car. So, we're talking 6 injectors. You got your time. That's $660 just there. Yeah, he fitted all of my parts. So he did the exhaust system. He fitted all the ARP head studs. He did fit up the valve springs as well. Did all the gapping on the spark plugs. We did fit an oil feed line. So yeah, just a massive, massive amount, just a ton of things he done in here. If I name everything, we could be here for bloody a month. Let's just get into the end of it. This was $4,800. So I know that sounds like a shitload of money, but that was PCM check, multi-tune. That was doing the dyno run itself, fitting every part I had on this car. So we're talking head studs, valve springs, the exhaust system, all the little things that were wrong kind of in the under the engine bay here. Went over this whole car, just fixed everything. You know, he put the bonnet release on, just anything I had in the back pretty much did for me. So a huge thank you to him. It was a little bit of money, but this car, it was so worth it. And let's just get into the total of what I've actually spent on this car now, because if you get adding all these things up, it's quite a bit of money. So we paid $7,500 for the XR8. We traded the XR8 for this F6 plus $2,000. We're up to $9,500. Mods, we spent a grand total of so far we are up to $15,295. Yeah, $15,295. Sorry. That's just up to now. And we've still got a few things, obviously, we need to do to it. But, you know, majority of all the major things, they're all done now. That is a lot of money. But, yeah, if we add that up with our $9,500 of how it actually cost us to buy this car, $24,795. So, you know, good luck buying one of these things for 24 grand. And the insured value is, like we said, it's just over 30,000. So I'm still doing pretty well. But yeah, it's not cheap. And doing it yourself, you're going to add a lot of money. So if you are thinking about fixing up one of these cars, make sure you get it at a ridiculously cheap price. Because if you go and buy one of these cars for 20 grand and then you still got to fix a bunch of stuff on it, you're going to be over its value. So I'm very happy that I'm still under the market value with all the stuff I put on it. Again, I've still got to put a bit more, but yeah, market value for one of these cars, again, is around that 35, 45 grand mark. So yeah, that is pretty much all the price breakdown on my F6 Typhoon. Definitely not the cheapest cars in the world, but hey, you got to remember, we're making almost 500 rear wheel horsepower, and you know, for what we've spent on it, it's not that bad. It definitely is expensive, these things, you know, to fix them up. Parts are becoming harder to find on these, especially being a B series. But yeah, if you're gonna buy one that's totally stock and you want to make big power, just keep that in mind, that it definitely is not going to cost you 2 grand like the 2K Barra stickers all say. It definitely will cost you a lot closer to 10, if not 15, if not 20. And it can go even higher and higher than that, depending on what you want to do. But I absolutely love this car. It's so much fun, and I'm just happy that it's still under market value of what I've spent. I've still got to get some dents out of this car. I still want to do a full paint correction, ceramic coat, and I still have to paint the roof because I think it's faded beyond repair, so I'll still have to get that sorted. But other than that, this car is relatively done. Relatively. So a huge thank you guys for watching. Huge thank you to Driver for sponsoring this video. And guys, if you have any other questions about owning one of these and F6s in general, leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer it. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing. We'll see you on that next video.